Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunbiel Empire. In our last episode we had good news in that we finished 2 of the 3 holy wars we were in, and bad news in that we haven't yet finished the 3rd one, and the worst news is that the Byzantines have actually taken an interest at this point. They have 11,000 troops here and another 12,000 or so here heading into Kurdistan. But we have 14,000 of our own troops there. We have another army just about to arrive next door, which gives us equal, in fact I think slightly greater numbers to receive them with. So between that and the mountains bonus, if they do continue to attack us in there, I think we should be doing okay. Let's make sure that we have the best possible leaders in charge here. Those guys will do. We also have another 9,000 Byzantine troops and 3,000 from our actual primary enemy here headed into the War Goal. In fact, they're both headed into the War Goal. So, in fact, we might want to hold off on sending these armies over to support a potential battle over here, and instead we'll bring them into counties adjacent to Sinjar here so that we can potentially attack any army that tries to siege that back. Okay, so we'll see. I think our will arrive date is a little incorrect there since I've just reloaded the game. We'll unpause for a couple of days and see what changes there. Yeah, they were actually just about to arrive, that's fine. So we'll see if we send this army in here whether the Byzantines are still inclined to continue their attack into Kurdistan. Go to speed 3, I think, for the moment. For the moment, it does seem like they are still willing to do that. That's fine. We apparently lost our steward at some point. I'm going to appoint this guy and send him to collect taxes, of course. So let's see, the Byzantine army is going to arrive here on the 5th. And the second one is going to arrive on the 7th. Meanwhile, our reinforcements will arrive on the 7th, so basically same day, which is just fine. It doesn't look like they're going to change their mind. And this Byzantine army, instead of staying to siege the War Goal, is just headed back to Al Jazeera here, which is also fine with me. If they don't want to siege the War Goal. Oh, they're actually headed into Kurdistan now. They're not going to be there for a month, but... Ooh, dear, and there's another large Byzantine army. Okay, so we are probably going to have to get these troops on their way over here for potential reinforcements. Let's see, if they continue heading into Kurdistan, this army should change its mind about Sinjar, considering both of these are headed in there. Let's see how this battle is going. I think the best thing that can happen for us here is for us to destroy the army that's in there right now as quickly as possible. So the first wave of reinforcements there are about to arrive. And these are arriving very quickly as well. They're going to be here on the 13th. That's very bad, actually. And they're in. So our reinforcements are still a good distance away, unfortunately. Though we seem to be holding up relatively well for the moment. It's going to take us a long time for these to get there, though. They're only arriving in Mosul on the 11th and 12th of January. So I don't really like our chances of holding out long enough to win this battle. We've lost our center flank. And our left, so this is over. Unfortunately. I think we should probably just retreat right now. In fact, we can't even send all of our troops and have you just head straight to here. Both of our armies are retreating to there, which is fine. The Byzantine armies are headed to Mosul, though, which is not fine. Well, maybe it's fine, it depends. Let's see. Our army is about to arrive there. Yeah, they're still headed there. I think our armies are going to be out before they arrive, though. Which is okay by me. And in fact, they have changed their mind about going there at all, it seems. Or some of them have. Okay, so we're here. We are taking a small amount of attrition, which is bad. And we are still somewhat outnumbered. So I think if we wait for the 14,000 or so to get to Mosul, we can probably attack them in there with no terrain penalties. Might be our best course of action here. In fact, if we can catch this 8,000, that's even better. And we are going to catch them. It looks like they're not inclined to reinforce, at least not immediately. You increase the opinion of the satrap. He is pretty happy, that's good. Yep, no reinforcements. Oh, here come the reinforcements. Well, they were a bit late to get going, so I think this battle is going to be mostly over by the time they get here. We slew Du Jordanes here. Okay. So they hesitated a bit on that, and their arrival date is now only the 9th of April. Captured Lodin Oddsson, presumably somewhat associated with the Varangian Guard, yes, okay. And a noble has distinguished himself in battle, that's fine. So the bulk of the Byzantine army has changed their mind about coming to reinforce. We'll follow this army and try to destroy it. And I think we might be just about in the clear on this war at this point, since we outnumber the remaining forces. I think what we'll want to do is head into our war goal and clear it out right now. Make sure that they don't take that back. And also that these armies don't rendezvous with each other and make a larger army that can potentially take us on in a fair fight. Nobody likes a fair fight. Okay, well, we don't want to stay here because of the attrition. Let's get out as quickly as we can. Ooh, that was nasty. Okay. Alright, we have taken out most of this army. We'll follow the larger part to here. Only a very tiny amount of attrition here if we do end up taking any. Okay. So we're back up to 73%. We're still getting ticking war score from the war goal, of course. The main Byzantine army is headed into Al Jazeera, which is desert. We can not go in there without a river crossing, probably, from anywhere, it looks like. But even if we fight the full force of the Byzantine army, I think we can still take them, so I think we probably should. We'll go this way. Unless this is very low supply limit. No, it should be big enough. It's even better if we can catch this smaller army first. We'll take care of that. I'm not going to attack them in the mountains in Kurdistan, even though we do have a numbers advantage. And we're taking attrition here, which we don't like, so let's retreat back to this province. Okay, so we've been whittled down to 16k, but they are at about 14k in total in this area, so we're still doing just fine, and we do have to clear out our war goal again, unfortunately. Although we'll probably take a little attrition on the way through. Okay, we have a peasant revolt for Zaranj. We did get some extra revolt risk in there, I think, didn't we? That's fine, we'll have to deal with that, but it's a fairly low priority. Oh, and we have another 700 troops over here I forgot about. We will definitely try to make use of them. Could make all the difference. Oh, like the Byzantines are trying to head into Mosul here. They're going to get on the 8th of September. We'll be there first. I probably would accept a battle in here with this numbers advantage. See, I wonder if there's any chance we can raise any vassal levies from nearby that have previously been destroyed. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We're even right on top of us now. Well, if they're willing for this battle, I'll allow it, I think. Probably instantly win us the war. Assuming that we win it. Make sure we have our good characters in charge. It seems like we do. Every time my kinsman Aurang meets a stranger, he looks like he might faint. We'll try to make him gregarious, I suppose. He's not gregarious. That's fine. He is not our heir anymore. Okay, so the battle has begun. And seems to be going pretty well for us. We're probably going to break the middle first. The Emperor himself is heading the right flank there. He is now of age. And we broke his flank too, and the other flank, and did not quite finish the war for us. We only got up to 94, but took us a good bit of the way there. We captured a mayor and a Eugenios, and this guy, and another mayor, and Cosmas. All kinds of prisoners. Okay. Well, I think we'll follow them to Al Jazeera in the hopes of getting a few more war score, but I think this war is basically over. The ticking war score will take us the rest of the way. Our daughter here needs an education. We'll give her to a vassal who needs an opinion boost. I guess we'll go with Sistan. Is Sistan relatively powerful? Which is the overly powerful one down here? It's Esfahan and Kerman. Okay. Well, he is relatively powerful compared to all of our other vassals, but he is pretty happy with me. I don't think he's going to be a problem. We'll leave him alone. Okay, you're good at reinforcing troops. Oh dear, and we have 11,000 Byzantine troops, speaking of, over there. We won that battle though, captured a baron, and another baron. And it looks like they are trying to attack me in here. Across a river, so I'm inclined to allow them. We might take 1.7% attrition before they get here, but I think that's not going to be a huge issue. We'll get these reinforcements on the way, just in case it makes a difference. Or in fact, we're not going to have the battle at all, because we just ticked up to 100%, so we can go ahead and end this. Alright, so that was an interesting first war against the Byzantines. We should make sure that we give them their due respect in the future. So unfortunately, I think every Muslim character in this area is Sunni, or almost, so they're going to be able to join any wars that we declare on Sunni characters in this area, which is going to be a problem because our goal, our basically only remaining goal at this point, I guess, is to conquer our holy site over here. and it's just Muslim characters all the way, so it definitely won't be the last time that we are in conflict with the Byzantines, I think. He has made very good progress on converting a lot of his vassals to Muslim as well. Only a minority remaining that are still Orthodox, it looks like. Definitely less than half. Anyway, let's get this county given away to a male character who is not imprisoned. Any marital status, not already a ruler, my religion, my culture. You know the deal. Yes, an adult. Not a great house. Sure, this Hunchback will do just fine. This county is de jure in the satrapy of Mosul, so we'll transfer the vassalage to the rightful satrap. And we can get our stuff disbanded once it gets back into home territory. Unfortunately, we're in exactly the wrong time of year to hold a celebratory Festival of the Sun. That's okay. Due to enemy presence in our homelands. Oh yes, thanks for reminding me. We have a peasant revolt to take care of. Well, I think it's still going to be faster for us to disband our armies over here and re-raise some in this area. So the peasant revolt is in the desert, and I think there are no river crossings at all in this area, so we can raise our levies wherever we like. This might be a bit dangerous. They might take the opportunity to attack one of these smaller stacks here. See if we can rendezvous them all before that happens. No levies to raise here? Why are you giving me no levies? We'll check him out later, maybe. It looks like they are content to stay where they are, alright. We should be able to handle this one on speed 4. My lord, there is a noble warrior at the gate. He says he's a veteran of many battles and desires to become a champion of your house. He praises your wisdom and honor and pledges to always defend you and your household if you will accept him in your retinue. Sure. We'll accept a new courtier. Check him out. Golam Golamid, cool name. He is a pretty good warrior. Alright. Well, welcome. Oh, a satrap is revoking something, that's fine. I guess he's allowed. And a county has been converted. Okay, I think with 5,000 we have enough to go attack them. In fact, we'll just send this straight on through to reinforce as well. We're going to catch them in Zaranj. They're not going to be able to attack our smaller army in Bost, so no need to worry about that. We are potentially losing a county on succession, which we'll worry about if it does indeed come to pass. We won the battle. They are actually retreating to Bost. Okay. Let's have this army stay there. Maybe appoint some leaders. We'll continue to follow to Mandesh. Adding the reinforcements on our way through. Oh great, and we have a Sunni uprising. Only our 10th Sunni revolt apparently. Seems like so many more. I guess a lot of them would have been Hindu and Buddhist and stuff. So that's fine, we'll deal with that too. Cursed infidels, I assume that's over here somewhere. Yeah, unfortunately they've risen up in the mountains. And with pretty large numbers, so that's going to be a little more of a problem to deal with. Well, not much of a problem, we're going to have to raise a few more levies, or we could raise our holy order to do the rest of the work for us, since we can raise them for no gold cost. But let's just finish off this peasant revolt first. Looks like our vassal got there before us, which probably actually prolonged this a little bit, since they didn't manage to wipe them out. You're up to 97% anyway, though. We'll enforce our demands and execute him. Alright, and we're out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here for now and take care of the Sunni revolt in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.